What's the most wholesome encounter you've ever had with a stranger? So when I was about 6 or 7, my mom took me grocery shopping on a really busy Saturday. You know how those stores feel gigantic when you're a kid? One second she was right next to me in the produce section, and the next I was completely alone. At first, I thought I'd just find her if I kept walking, but every aisle looked the same. I remember my little heart pounding, trying not to cry, but eventually I broke down and started sobbing in front of the candy shelves. That's when this older man noticed me. He didn't just scoop me up or anything, thank God. He crouched down so he wasn't towering over me and asked, "Hey buddy, are you lost?" I nodded, and he said, "All right, no worries. Let's head up to the front and find someone who can call your mom." I still remember how calm he was. He didn't touch me, just walked beside me, chatting about silly stuff like my favorite candy and what grade I was in, just to keep me distracted. By the time we got to the service desk, I wasn't even scared anymore. A few minutes later, my mom came rushing up, crying and hugging me like she thought she'd lost me forever. She kept thanking the man, but he just smiled and said, "Glad I could help. I've got grandkids myself." And then he just left. No making it about him, no weirdness, just kindness. Here's the part that blows my mind. Almost 20 years later, I ran into him again. I was volunteering at a local blood drive, handing out snacks, and this same man came in. He was a little older, walking with a cane, but I recognized him immediately. I told him what he'd done for me when I was a kid. He actually laughed and said, "Wow, I'd completely forgotten about that. I'm just glad you turned out all right." I don't know why, but that moment stuck with me more than almost anything else from childhood. It's crazy how one stranger being decent to you on a bad day can stay with you your whole life.